Okay, so I have this poem called I Threw Away Your Girlfriend's Key Today. And I do not like that poem. It is a beautiful poem with substance, all of that. It's definitely showing my vulnerability side. However, I can visibly remember when I wrote every word of it to a point where part of it is ingrained in me, and I am absolutely allergic. Okay, it's something about that poem because it was during my divorce, and it was during the time where I was questioning myself. There comes a time, at least for me, I believe in self accountability. So I just kept trying to figure out what I could do to make my marriage work, right? And I'm trying and trying and trying, all while getting my feelings hurt, all while not remembering my self worth, all while just being heartbroken. And I wrote this when I was on the cusp of understanding that it takes two people to make a marriage work. And both parties still have to value one another. They still have to treasure one another. They still have to trust one another. And I was finally at the cusp of understanding, like, okay, the best thing for me and my spouse at that time was for us to no longer be together. And I just woke up in the middle of the night feeling my blues as usual during that time. And yeah, that's where that poem came from. So, oh my goodness, my heart is just pounding every time I think about that poem. I literally woke up out of my sleep and just wrote all the words that was inside of my mind or what was just pounding at me. And then as soon as I finished writing it, I dozed right back off. It was almost like when I wrote it, I was in a dream state because I dozed right back to sleep as soon as it was done. And the next day, I just felt so much lighter. It was still a lot going on, but I still felt more lighter, which was just a beautiful thing. And I felt empowered with being able to admit what needed to be admitted and understand fully where I was and what my next steps needed to be. Okay, so that is my poem. I threw away your girlfriend's key today. If you want a backstory, ask me for that in the comments or somewhere online, anywhere, and maybe one day I'll share the entire backstory. We'll see.